Welcome back to the channel. We're going to get rolling into the day, and one of the easiest ways to do that is with Hammerfall. They got their own playlist. It's been here before. We'll get back again. Punishment and enslave. Punish and enslave. Crusader, right out of the comments, was checking out some other stuff. Said, hey, you got time for a little Hammerfall? I was like, hey, I do. And here we are, not to punish and enslave ourselves to one band, but to always pay a little respect because they constantly kick ass. Instead of going south on the whole thing, let's just say from the no sacrifice, no victory, tying into believing that, practice makes perfect. And, you ain't going to get there if you don't sacrifice a little time and effort to the cause. To don't punish and enslave yourself to ideologies that wish to punish and enslave. I would think there's lots of stuff here for me to dick around with. But none of it really has to do with the song, and it's just a badass metal tune. And that's something that Hammerfall always has going for it. I will give it that. I can play, I can dick around, have a good time, but at the end of the day, it's just, right? It's like the Manowar. It's like a couple other bands like the Overkill for me. It's just great metal. It's easy to listen to. 99.9% enjoyable. That's something. And then I can make jokes. I can be all serious and tie it into my storylines and subplots. I can make jokes because the Steel Parade, and then filter that through my, let's say, years of Simpsons consumption. And I'm kidding, but I'm just saying. In the end, I like that law. It's good. It's good. Jokes aside, I'm not gonna make any. I could. I'm gonna refrain from joking. Sorry, I can go back a little bit. I remember there's something I want to say at the end, and sometimes that's really tough for Rollen. You don't lie, right? I was like trying to hold on to a coherent thought while I'm rocking out, right? It's like you don't got to think. This is one of the things I might rant and rave about emotions dominating decision making as a poor choice, but at the same time, as a guy who spent years in the pit, or with his arms raised in the air, hordes of flying, right, front row, first 10, doesn't matter, general all access in the crowd person. It was all feelings. So, I get lost. I get swept up in it all. But I remember this time. Well, and I actually think it's just the same joke twice. And I don't want to punish or enslave the viewer, subscriber, or a fan of the channel with, overly redundant rants and raves. But without a little sacrifice of trying to interject some current events, jokes, and other ideas into the reactions, I'm not going to have a victory of, being something the next person isn't. Then I'm left with all the options I don't want to do. I would think it's better that way. I like it. So I mean, hopefully it doesn't get too long-winded all the time. That unfortunately, people being busy, it's tough. Sometimes you just want to escape with the song. But you want your grandchildren and your grandchildren's grandchildren to be able to escape with a song too. Yeah, no. You don't want the hammer to fall on all of society. Hey, that was fun. All right, let's keep going. Later.